tiny swirl of baby blue, frozen wave of shimmered light, held inside my open palm, your whole world in something slight. Picture of your beating heart before I ever knew your cry. Little flecks of shining dust catch the corner of my eye. Just a little keepsake to treasure, little frame of a life so new. From the shadow on that first black and white to the first time I held you. Every time my fingers touch it, all the days come rushing through. Just a little keepsake to treasure, but it holds my whole world in you. There you are, first day on earth, wrapped up in that cotton white, crinkled nose and sleepy frown, trying hard to meet the light. Side by side upon my shelf, two first moments, one small boy, one before I knew your name, one before I knew this joy. Just a little keepsake to treasure, little frame of a life so new. From the shadow on that first black and white to the first time I held you. Every time my fingers touch it, all the days come rushing through. Just a little keepsake to treasure, but it holds my whole world in you. When you grow and walk away, chasing skies and something more, I will dust these tiny stars, hear your newborn breathing roar. Just a little keepsake to treasure, little frame of a life so new. From the shadow on that first black and white to the first time I held you. Every time my fingers touch it, all the days come rushing through. Just a little keepsake to treasure, and it always leads me back to you.
Hi guys, welcome to Yippee Hippie's Resin Journey. Today I am making a keepsake of my great-grandson Clayton. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, hit that share button, and hit the like button. It's extremely appreciated. I hope everybody's having a good day today. I'm going to be doing this in a baby blue and white with some baby bottles, and I'll be putting his name on it as well. And I'm just getting all of my stuff together and ready. I'll be mixing my colors. I think this ended up turning out really nice at the end. I'm just mixing my resin. I'll do that off camera now. My granddaughter wanted me to make a little keepsake of his ultrasound picture and the wristband with his name on it. And so I'm going to be using those to place inside the resin. And make sure I seal the pictures. And once I get started, I'll probably put it over to music and let the music play throughout the rest of the video. But I just want to at least show you what I'm using. I'm using the light blue mica from Let's Resin, white mica powder from Let's Resin. This is the Ghost Blue or Blue Ghost from Let's Resin. And I'm trying to get like a marbled effect with the colors. Now I'm going to divide this into 2 cups. I had to clean my resin area up today. It was a mess. Like I said, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, hit that like button, and share. I've got some upcoming videos of in memory of my mom and my dad. Right there you see me making sure it's level. And I end up putting a popsicle stick underneath. I'm just trying to figure out what to put underneath it to raise it up just a little bit. I'm measuring again or checking again to see if it's level. It's been warm the last few days. It snowed last week. And like I said before, I'm from West Virginia. Okay, now I'm getting ready to mix in my colors. First, I do the white. I gotta get more Let's Resin white mica powder. I'm out now. And then the next, I use the Ghost mica, the Blue Ghost mica powder. And the next is the blue, and I put that in to try to make this a lighter color. To get it more of a baby blue color. I'm just going to use just a little bit on the edge. I'm going to mix it up and make sure I mix it up real good. I like using the alcohol to dissolve my micas before, but I've been forgetting to do that the last few times. But it makes it a lot easier to mix the mica in with your resin is if you use the alcohol and put your mica powders in first and then add your resin. And I'm just going to stir it up until it's mixed real good. I think I ended up adding a little bit more white because it wasn't as light as I wanted it to be. Now I'm adding white iridescent glitter. And then I mix that in real good. I'm just stirring in the glitter, making sure it's well mixed. Next, I'll be mixing in the just the blue ghost and the white mica into the clear. Cleaning my mold off a little bit. I thought this was a neat idea, a good way to have a little keepsake from my great grandson. Now I'm adding the blue ghost. I add like two to three scoops. Well, make it 4. And then next I grab my white mica again. And I add a couple scoops of my white mica powder. And stirring it up again just to make sure it's mixed up really good. And now I'm going to do my white mica powder. Stirring it up real good, making sure it's mixed in real well. And I'm just stirring it. Getting ready to start to pour. Making sure that my mold's level again. And I'm just going to rotate in between colors. I'll start out with blue, then I'll go in with white, and then blue, and back in with white. And I keep doing it until I get it to the level that I want it. And I'm hoping to get kind of like a marbled effect. I did not use glue with this one. Now the next project that I'm doing, I end up using glue in it, but this one I didn't. I didn't really care if the colors merged. Although I did want to see the white, but and I get it to where I want it as far as being filled. This is a very deep mold. It holds quite a bit of resin. I'm going to spray it with alcohol to try to keep the bubbles to a minimum. And then I kind of swirl it a little bit and go around the edges. These are the charms that I'm going to be using. There's alphabets, baby bottles, the word baby to put in. And there's the pictures. I've already used glue on them to seal them. I used Mod Podge to seal my pictures. And I'm just trying to determine which pictures I'm going to use. Okay, now I'm back the next day, and I'm going to pour some clear in. And I do like the effect that the blue and the white did with my color in my mold. And I'm adding some Mod Podge to the back of my picture. This is just the way I do it. I know everybody does these a little bit different, but it seals it to the project before you put the resin on to where it don't float up and you don't have bubbles underneath. That's why I do it. I don't know if it's the right way or wrong way. It's just how I do it. And there's his ultrasound picture. I'm adding a little bit more glue to the edge, pushing down, make sure it stays down. And now I'm trying to make sure that it's level. Now I'm taking the smaller pictures. One of them is when she was pregnant with him. And I put that one down on there and press it in. And then I'll come in with the next one. And there's that one. And that's when he was first born, and she held him for the first time. Hopefully this will give other people ideas on, you know, on making keepsakes for newborn babies. He is my third great grandbaby. I got a great granddaughter and another great grandson that's just a few months older than Clayton, and then Clayton. And I will be making a little keepsake with my great granddaughter and my great great grandson too. Now I'm going to choose. I think I'm going to do the wristband next. And I did basically the same thing. I put a little bit of glue on the back of it, trim it down, put some glue on the back of it, and press it down to the mold to keep from bubbles from getting underneath it. I'm pushing it down, making sure it stays. And then I take the excess Mod Podge off. And I'm not using resin yet, so that's why I don't have my gloves on. Next is picking out the letters for his name, which took me a little bit of time because there's like a godzillion letters to go through. I wanted to be able to put his whole name, but the letters was bigger than what I thought they was going to be, so I just used his first name. His um, name tag has his full name. You need down, so I'm picking out my letters. And once I find all the letters to spell Clayton, I'll arrange them on my project. You'll see me laying them down, just putting them where I want them to go. Once I get his name on there and get the other little items on there, I'll start to pour my resin. Here in a little bit, I'll be putting my gloves on because I got to pour the resin. I'm just putting my gloves on so I can pour the resin in. I'm sorry it's taking so long, but taking my time. Okay. Now you see that I've got my gloves on. I'm just kind of moving things out of the way that needs to be moved. And now I'm getting ready to put some of the iridescent glitter into my resin. And just a little bit. Enough to give it a little bit of shimmer. I probably don't need to use as much, but it still turned out really pretty. I'm just stirring it carefully, mixing it up real good. Now pour that in. I want to cover the pictures really good. And every once in a while I have to come in and push the letters back down because they kept wanting to come up. There you see me moving the L back to where it needs to be. Making sure there's no bubbles on the edges. That was me clearing a bubble out. Now I'm going to open up the little bottles and the little word that says baby. And I'm going to be placing those on there. I chose a baby green. Decide on where to put it. And I get that where I want it. And then I get another one that says baby. And I put it on there. There's the little baby bottle. My gloves are so big. And now I'm going to add the other little bottle. And this is how it's starting to look. I think it's looking pretty. A cute little keepsake. And I chose a white little baby. Put that in, and I'll move it around with my popsicle stick. And I move that around until I get it the way I want it. And I'll be letting this set and cure before I put the next layer on. Okay, now we're back. I'm adding the last layer onto my project. Everything's already set in the resin. And then I'll let that set. I'll spray it with alcohol and let it set. Just took a couple of days of making. You can see my other little project I'm working on the lower left-hand corner. That's going to be in another video. And I over poured that one a little bit. That you see me cleaning it up. It took me forever. It was a mess. I over poured and it started pouring over.